This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into your top local stories. New developments in what appears to be a brazen attack in the Gaslamp a little over a week ago. Police say a driver intentionally hit two women with her car, and this morning that driver faced a judge for the first time. Annabelle Fernandez pleaded not guilty to all of the charges against her, which include felony DUI and 2 counts of attempted murder causing great bodily injury. The incident was all caught on surveillance video, and if you look at the upper left corner of your screen here, you can notice those 2 women crossing the street, and that's when a car just slams right into them. It happened at 4th and Island in the Gaslamp quarter in the early morning hours of January 24th. San Diego police say an officer was in the area when he saw this happen. Both women were taken to the hospital. Investigators say Annabelle Fernandez had been in a fight with both women at a cafe and then waited in her car for them before they left, and then she followed them down the street. We spoke to the prosecutor right after today's hearing.
Our goal here is to seek justice for those 2 victims, to ensure that the public is safe and that something as egregious as this does not happen again.
Fernandez was also ordered to stay away from those 2 victims. Her preliminary hearing is set for May 13th. In just a couple of hours, the man accused of assaulting several women in the Calavera Preserve in Carlsbad will make his first court appearance. Police say 22-year-old Felix Blanco approached the women from behind on his e-bike and then slapped them on their bottoms. It happened over several weeks, most recent this past Friday. Police got that report and tracked down the suspect at the trails and then arrested him. Women who often use the trails say it's a reminder to keep their guard up.
Having a buddy system is huge, and we're out here together today, but one of the other things too is if I do decide to go on a hike by myself, I text someone like, my car's parked here, this is my GPS coordinates, this is the route I'm considering to take, and I'm going to be back at this time. So then if they don't hear from me by a certain standpoint, they know to either start looking, being concerned, contact the authorities.
Good advice. Blanco faces 7 counts of sexual battery. He's being held on $250,000 bail. Later today, the family of the 6-year-old boy who was killed by that hit-and-run driver in Pacific Beach will join community members for a walk honoring their son. On January 17th, you may recall Hudson O'Laughlin was on a family bike ride. Police say he was crossing an alley on Pacific Beach Drive when a driver hit and killed him and then took off. The memorial walk is set to start at 4 o'clock at Crown Point Junior Music Academy. The driver accused of hitting Hudson, Tiffany Sanchez, pleaded not guilty last week. She's facing up to 6 years in state prison if convicted of felony counts of manslaughter and hit and run. Governor Newsom visited San Diego to announce a milestone for the state's fentanyl task force. Newsom revealed yesterday that since 2021, the state's counter-narcotics task force has seized $500 million worth of fentanyl. That comes out to 50 million pills or 34,000 pounds of fentanyl that was confiscated in operations at the border and around the state.
It's the kind of thing that we should be doing more of. It's not preening. It's not about politics. It's not about creating anxiety and fear. It's not about showboating. It's about real work.
Back in 2024, Governor Newsom doubled the size of the state's counter-drug task force, increasing the amount of troops assigned to narcotics trafficking investigations to nearly 400. They're stationed at all 4 ports of entry along the U.S. and Mexico border. The troops help Border Patrol agents by operating vehicle X-ray systems and conducting ground patrols. Chief Meteorologist Sheena Parveen joins us now with a look at your forecast. It's heating up. Hi, Sheena.
Hi there. As we head through the afternoon, it is going to be hotter today. Santa Ana conditions begin. Offshore flow is going to heat us up to the mid-80s. Inland mid-70s at the coast. Sunny and dry. So, of course, our fire threat's going to be a little elevated today, especially tomorrow, too. Mountains, deserts, breezy east wind, but tomorrow's going to be hotter. For the coast, mid-80s tomorrow. Could see some record highs. For Thursday, more clouds, maybe a stray shower, 77, cooling Friday and over the weekend. And for the inland locations, we have a wind advisory tomorrow. We'll look at your 10-day coming up.
Sounds good. Thank you. Emotions ran high at last night's City Council meeting in Chula Vista. The symbolic resolution that was approved and what it means for ICE operations if they were to take place in Chula Vista. And one of the most popular global events here in San Diego set to start a new chapter. What we know about the future of the PGA Tour right here in San Diego. That's coming up. Stay with us.
We are rolling. Your left, I'm sorry.
Let's do this.
Where do you get your information from?
Well, definitely start with the local news.
The reason why I love listening to local news like NBC, they give the facts.
California families could feel
They have a genuine interest, first as people and second as a news team.
Because this is their community too.
Sometimes the news isn't always fun. Bringing it to us every day in good and bad times is something that we rely on.
Nice to have you with us.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. Two communities, two resolutions denouncing violence during immigration operations. We begin in the South Bay, where the city council approved the symbolic resolution reacting to and preparing Chula Vista for the type of madness that swept through Minnesota. Emotions ran high, as you might imagine.
Federal immigration actions are not abstract policy debates. They have real and immediate impacts on families, workplaces, schools, and community trust.
As a matter of fact, you guys are going to do all this without the mayor. That's why your signature's on the paper, not his.
Things remained heated after the vote, with some council members arguing with people outside council chambers. Chula Vista Mayor John McCann is often the lone conservative voice on the council, but he was not at last night's meeting. He is serving overseas in the reserves. The city of San Diego also reinforcing its position opposing ICE, preventing San Diego police from assisting in immigration action. The resolution passed by the city council also gives the city attorney permission to join Minnesota and Illinois' lawsuit against the federal government. In San Diego and Imperial counties, immigration arrests have soared. Federal data shows a 1,500% increase between May and October of 2025 compared to the year before.
If I take this resolution and stand up to ICE, and I say, first, think about what we're saying, that we're in fear of our own federal government. That's a terrifying prospect, and I am not afraid.
The city's ability to restrict federal immigration operations is limited. San Diego already reinforced the state's sanctuary policy and prohibits local police from assisting in immigration enforcement. 11 people in San Marcos have been left without a home after a fire broke out there. The San Marcos fire chief says at least 4 apartments were damaged. That fire started around 1:20 yesterday afternoon. Firefighters knocked a hole in the roof to pour water on the flames. You can see it there. Residents say they heard some type of explosion. The chief says that's likely because there were propane tanks behind the duplex apartments. Red Cross was on the scene to assist families who've been displaced. We'll have a look at your weather forecast right after this.
On January 22nd, I got a phone call from my daughter.
Rolling.
All right. She said, Mom, the water's already waist high. And we were all scrambling.
There's been 2 wildfires that have come through. We were able to watch NBC 7, and we knew that as long as they were there, we were going to be okay.
We're going to be here. We're going to keep an eye on things.
Because of you guys, they acted.
This is the source of all of this neighborhood's problems.
Everything can be so unpredictable, and we rely on this coverage.
And that's a tornado warning. Hi there, I'm NBC 7 meteorologist Sheena Parveen. For today, hotter and sunny, also dry. Conditions today will be pretty different than what we had over the past couple days. We have those Santa Anas returning. East wind in the mountains and deserts will be breezy, so mid-80s for inland valleys today, closer to 90 tomorrow. For the coast, mid-70s today, mid-80s tomorrow. So tomorrow we could see some near record highs. Tomorrow is when those Santa Anas will peak. We have a wind advisory inland tomorrow and Thursday, and then the weekend looks better and cooler. Rain chances next week.
Torrey Pines Golf Course just wrapped up the Farmers Insurance Open, but today some new questions are emerging about the event's future. This was the last year of the Farmers Insurance sponsorship. The PGA Tour is also condensing the number of tournaments and moving tournament dates on the calendar. This is a big deal for San Diego's tourism industry because the event reportedly brings in an estimated $25 million a year.
So many fans now who just come out and watch and take pictures of themselves and the weather, and they blast that out to their networks. So the messaging, it's just massive.
An official announcement on the tournament's future is expected in March or April when the PGA Tour reveals their 2027 schedule. More coverage you count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.